Emily was a unique child right from the start. She had an unusual beginning. I mean, it took years to conceive her, but I mean, she was a gift from God, and her heart was always on others. She was a very selfless person. She was always looking to do for others. Very kind, very gentle, very compassionate person, had a heart for everybody. I don't know if she had a mean streak in her ever that I know of.
She was a lot of fun. She just loved her daddy. She was definitely a daddy's girl, and we have, of course, lots of pictures and videos of them playing and having fun. She loved to roughhouse, and her giggle was, her laughter was contagious. Yeah, she was diagnosed at 3.5 months old with a viral cardiomyopathy, which was a virus that caused her heart to enlarge and needed a heart transplant. So that was the only solution. No surgery or medication could, do the trick. So she had a heart transplant at just about 5 months old.
At 7 years old is when we finally got to the point where we were actually going down to one hospital visit a year, to where she could live somewhat of a normal life, to where she started playing soccer and started doing normal things, where we didn't, freak out totally when she got a fever. And Cindy took off for 15 years and just was a mother. And, she made Emily as healthy as she was. Emily was 17 when she was diagnosed with the lymphoma. She was diagnosed December 19th, 6 days before Christmas.
That was my worst nightmare coming true. It changed everything in a moment. November 10th was the day she was taken to the emergency room with internal bleeding.
The doctors told us November 12th that there was nothing else they could do for us, which by coincidence was our anniversary. We took Emily home, and her last request was that the family all be together. She said she knew that her time was limited, and she wanted the entire family together. We actually borrowed a wheelchair from the church. And 4 of us carried her up the steps into my sister's house. But we had Thanksgiving together. And 6:01 Thanksgiving Day, she took her last breath, went home to Jesus and her grandmother. I think the hardest part of her passing for me was not only losing a daughter, but our only daughter, and what that meant. That meant that we were never gonna walk her down the aisle, never watch her fulfill her dreams, never watch her open a restaurant, never watch her become a physical therapist, never watch her become a mother.
It doesn't make sense at all. Children aren't supposed to die before their parents. It's just not right. But I've come to realize that his plan is better than mine. And it was a matter of coming to accept that. I just have to go back and realize that it's not about me, and he had a plan for Emily's life, and it wasn't past 18 and a half years old.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like God takes care of you, but he is always there. He's taking care of you in his way. Maybe not be the way that you want, but it's what's ways best for you. I've often said that I don't know how people go through what we went through without Jesus. It would scare me, terrify me to go through those 18 years without having Christ by my side.
Jesus is real, and he is definitely worth trusting.
this year is going to be a Merry Christmas. We were adopted by a couple of kids this year, family. They're from Chicago. So we will be able to buy Christmas presents for grandkids this year.